All right. Hey, hey, welcome back. All right, so Libras, we need to do a quick little bonus for you guys. This will be a shorty, and it's just because this is our final full moon of the year. And so, we got to do something a little bit special. I did put out a video today for a full moon message. And at the end, I did pull a card for every single zodiac. I will make sure that that video pops up at the end of your screen at the end of this video. But in the meantime, I just felt like we should do one extra something. I'm not saying it's a full moon message. It's just whatever the message is. We have got an 8 of Cups. This says to continue working could be, I don't want to say silly, but you notice that she is trying to make shapes of pentacles out of these brambles, these blackberry brambles, and her hands are cut and her feet are cut, and she's super furious. And it kind of says, but I feel kind of like I did with the Virgo bonus, even though it was a different deck. You notice all of the geese are flying away, and it's like, hey, it's not time to do this right now. This is kind of foolish. Don't pour energy and work into something that only causes grief and pain. Either work smarter, not harder, change the way we work, or change the season of when we do certain things. I don't know if Libra has been trying to do something and they're like, well, guess this is, the time I got to do this anyway. And it's like, really? Do we have to do this right now? Maybe it's bitter, miserable weather. Hi, Kins. Great to see you, love. Why do it and make life miserable? I mean, it's admirable to work hard, but but it's also important to work smart. Sorry, guys. I'd been doing so good with my asthma today. I barely have coughed at all, but now I'm starting. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Yeah, I really think that hanging around and working on something that is not yielding good results, maybe Libra could spend better time getting a nap. Honestly, this is about no more delays, no more prolonged frustration and pouring. What is it that Libra had been pouring their energy into? A 2 of Cups in the reverse and the Strength card sideways. Some kind of relationship that has not been yielding great results. Some kind of relationship that has not been, maybe it was a false twin flame. Maybe the bond wasn't strong enough. Maybe this is something that either Libra had been really willing to pour their energy into and the other person didn't match them. This feels like, because this is that story of Tam Lin from the Celtic world. And so in this story, she falls in love with this man and immediately they make a baby. And the very next day, he gets captured by the evil fairies. And in the Celtic folklore, they're always evil. So he is, she loves him. So she's going to go rescue him no matter what. But he's been enchanted by these fairies and they're leading him away on horseback. And Tam Lin, for the love of her man, knocks him off that horse and clamps onto him, even though he goes through these various transformations of all these ferocious beasts, so at great personal risk to herself, she holds on tightly. And we see him transforming from, a ferocious crocodile into a lion, into a wild boar. And she holds on tight anyway, because she loves this cat, And when he's done with those wild transformations, he transforms back into a man and they live happily ever after. Only I believe in the story, he's not really a man at all. I think he's some other mystical being. But regardless, it's just the power of the strength of love and holding on to someone no matter what. And it's starting to feel like if Libra was like, I'm going to hold on to this amazing person because I'm, this is an amazing love and I love them and this is how I love. That song, That's the Way She Loves. That's the way she loves. That's the way she loves. Aaron Neville sings it, is in my mind. With her strong desire to please, she'll go to the end and back. Something, I know it's just, I can't remember all the lyrics because I'm blending 2 verses right now, but it's very much about this woman who's completely she'll do anything for the person that she loves. And I'm thinking that describes our Libra But when there is a connection that is so frustrating and so, maybe this isn't about love, maybe this is about work. A Two of Cups can just be a card of choice, and the thing that Libra's been trying to choose and they've been strong enough to hold on to, maybe the thing is not giving them the results back. So maybe it's time to let go of this job, let go of this relationship, let go of whatever this is that Libra wanted to choose. But at some point, it's like, you know what? There's so many other better people to date, or there's so many other better jobs out there, or there's so many better connections that are less stressful to enjoy the company of. This really feels like Libra is starting to say, is the pain of what I've been trying to work through, is it worth it? Or should I let this go? Let me just ask this with that Eight of Coins. Let's flesh it out a little bit. What is the thing that Libra had been working so hard on? Ace of Swords, trying to get some kind of truth. See, I think this is somebody that doesn't tell the truth very well. Maybe Libra had been trying to, like, the old saying, trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip, trying to get somebody to talk to them, trying to, Tony, so good to see you. Tony Baloney's in the house. Hi, dear. Glad you made it. Hey, Nancy, John Little, The Light, Rachel. You guys are so awesome. Thanks for being here. No, it feels like this person hasn't opened up their web of their mind and actually conveyed truthful dialogue. And if Libra had been trying to give this person opportunities to talk, if Libra had been bringing forth questions, trying to get to know this person, and somehow there's always some other snag, some other snarl, this feels like it's a web of lies, and Libra was trying to get truth out of this person. And I feel like that's the real reason to leave this. If Libra was like, well, maybe they aren't very truthful because they're afraid of disappointing me, let me reassure them that I won't be disappointed. Just be open with me. Well, maybe they're hiding certain things in their life because they're ashamed. Let me tell them, I love them, and you don't have to be ashamed with me. Like, I accept you as you are. And it just keeps feeling like Libra was ready to totally love wholly and unconditionally. But there's some web of lies, and Libra could not get this person to just vocalize. Or maybe it's a ball of confusion. Maybe I shouldn't say a web of lies. When I see a web like that, I think of lies. King of Swords. Can't you just talk to me? Is that Annie Lennox? Talk to me like lovers do. Come on and talk to me. I think, is it? It sounds like Annie Lennox to me. This is a griffin. A griffin is a mythical creature. I know this is a bummer message. I'm sorry about that, but Libra may have given this person accolades and a persona and integrity that they didn't really earn. Libra might have, without knowing it, painted a picture of a person that didn't match with what they were showing Libra. Libra might have said, they're my King of Swords. They're a great match for me. They're somebody that, they're stoic. That's why they don't tell me everything. But they'll open up when they see that, you can still be stoic, but you can also talk to me like lovers do. And instead it's like, oh, wait a second. Maybe this is a myth. Maybe they're not really the person that I imagined them to be. Maybe they're not speaking truth because there's a whole bunch of things that aren't true. And so this feels like somebody who lies by omission. I know we don't have a lying card here, but in this storyline, whatever this is that Libra seems to be letting go of, we have a Knight of Wands and we have a Seven of Wands. I don't know that Libra's ever going to get any ounce of truth out of this person because they make things hard where it doesn't need to be. They might create blockages over things that aren't heinous lies or anything, but this feels like they dart all over the place. Maybe, I guess this can be a cheater's card. It can be. So maybe there is a double life, but right here, all it says is that they don't seem to be very consistent with anything. Like, they like to come and go as they please. This person could just be a cat. And what I mean by that is Cats do what they want to do when they want to do it. They don't care if you want to pet them. If they don't feel like being pet at that moment, they do not care. They are not obedient. I mean, some can be trained, but for the most part, when we use that word, it's like herding cats, it's because you cannot herd them. They are not sheep. They don't herd well. They don't go, where you want them to. They don't care where you want them to go. Maybe this person is just a cat. They may not have big secrets exactly, but they also don't follow any particular routine. They're not going to do things that you could expect. They're going to be erratic. They're not going to tell you information. It may not even be because they lie necessarily, as much as it's just very confusing. This could be a ball of confusion. They might hide things that don't need to be hidden, and they don't even know why they do it. They might make only half truths or half stories. Again, not to lie per se, but just because they're scattered. All of that would be very difficult to build a strong foundation with. And if that's what this boils down to, I can see why it's like, oh man, let me just go out with my friends. Let me just go out. Christopher, thank you. The Eurythmics. Thank you so much for that correction. I really appreciate it. This feels, sorry guys, this feels like Libra's ready to lighten their load on this one. Yes, it does. It sucks that maybe somebody is not who Libra wished that they were. But let me put it this way. It would suck a lot more if this was Libra's perfect Two of Cups and it was, such a messy situation. In this storyline, it says they're not Libra's Two of Cups. They were an experience. They were quite the ride. And in fact, Libra might wind up, not to be mean-spirited, okay, but friends are going to ask, oh, so what happened with so-and-so? And when Libra starts to tell them some of the things that went on, friends might start busting up laughing and be like, I'm sorry, they did what? What do you mean? They told you what? Sometimes we don't see the humor in situations until we retell it. And then it's like, oh my gosh, it's so obvious now. You're right. That person was all over the map. I've never seen anybody do such, erratic things. They were a truly unique individual and they lived their life like a cat. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I just feel like this is taking such a lighthearted twist. We have a Two of Wands in the reverse, and we've got this Four of Swords upright. So the heart is healing, which is amazing. The decision that Libra seems to be making is pretty confident here in this storyline with even this is a sacral chakra, so the house of emotion and sensuality is also like the Libra really isn't hung up on this person. This is a pretty definitive, like, letting go and genuinely healing, because it's like, that was just super confusing. I mean, at the beginning, I thought it was going to be amazing. I thought they were my King of Swords. And then I think it didn't really add up. Okay, that was a ride. That was a lot of confusion on my part because I was always trying to figure out stuff that just didn't add up. It's hard to be in a world where 2 and 2 does not equal 4. It's supposed to equal 4. We all know that. How come it doesn't with them? And I feel like it was just more confusion than it was worth. So this is a huge relief, and it is much more lighthearted. We have an 8 of Coins. Libra goes back to work, but guess what? This time Libra starts working on a connection that I think is going to be right for them. Or let's say a lifestyle that's going to be right for them. They're listening to their heart. Their heart is guiding this now. But at that foundational level, that root chakra, Libra always wants to put in their energy to build something stable, right? I mean, Libra is the scales, right? So always looking for stability. But that was maybe the key component. If this person is not giving stability to Libra, then Libra's not going to tolerate that. They want somebody who's going to actually balance. Somebody can be different than Libra, bring in different, skills and everything that complement Libra, but they can't be somebody who's just like completely off the charts, and there's no way that Libra and this person could ever get like in sync and in harmony. So as Libra moves forward, I always say this is my Emerald City card. I don't know, this always reminds me of Seattle. I love Seattle myself, and I think of it as the Emerald City. I know that's, also the what I want to say Alice in Wonderland. That's not it. Wizard of Oz. But this feels like maybe Libra's going to be going to a city at some point in time. Maybe they're going somewhere to, ooh, we got the star. They could literally be going someplace. Again, with the heart chakra, this time Aquarius energy coming in, we see the heart in the sky. First off, I think that this is like the universe is like pulsating, like, yes, good job, good job. You're listening to your heart. We're reflecting it. But I also think that Libra's happiness and what is meant for them and some wish fulfillment is not right wherever Libra has been. It's not quite here. Maybe the person that is meant for them is an Aquarius. Maybe the person that is going to be an amazing match for Libra's heart is someone who lives at a bit of a distance, and Libra is now kind of like on the way to meeting them. This card turned out sideways. So either they're coming into Libra's life or Libra is going to be traveling and meeting them somehow. But it's somebody who shares Libra's heart. Yes, it does feel like they are at a distance, so there has to be some kind of travel to get there. But the hope, the wish, the thing that will really match Libra, it's there. It's up ahead. Libra's looking right at it. They already kind of have an idea. Someplace that Libra needs to go, wants to go, whether it's for vacation, whether it's for just a trip, whether it's business related, whether it's to go across town to go to some restaurant that has, I don't know, green ornaments in the store or something, or go into the city to go pick something up from a grocery store that happens to have a lot of green, Christmas ornaments in it, something along those lines. And they bump into this person. This person could be an out-of-towner. This person could be somebody that is at the right place in the right time. Two hearts are going to find each other. That is so beautiful. I so enjoyed this one. It really did take on a more lighthearted, more comical twist to it once we got through the tough stuff. So that's nice. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh, Rachel, that's awesome. Patricia Jackson, I am so honored you're here. Thank you, you sweetheart. Thank you so much. I'm a little bit behind on the daily. I just posted the daily for the 16th, but technically I like them to come out an extra day in advance. So at midnight tonight, the one for the 17th will come out, and then we'll be back on track. But I'm so glad to hear that you enjoy those. I like to do those ones also. RS, thanks for being here for the bonus. And thanks again, Patricia. You're so awesome. I know, Rachel's magic. You're so right. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you guys so much for giving it a thumbs up. I forget to say that, and you guys are so awesome to help me in the comments. You're so wonderful. Hi, Rachel. Thanks again, you guys. Tony Baloney, so glad you made it. That was such a treat to see you in a live. Seriously, Tony, I think is this the first time in like 5 years I've ever caught you in a live? I know you well in the comments, but I don't know that I've ever said hi to you in a live. Nancy, thanks again, honey. And Kinsey, you were first in the house, sweetie. Thanks again. John Little, have a great evening. The Light, thanks again. You guys are wonderful. I'll see you later on. Take care. Bye.